order. And let's start with Blade Zupa, maybe? Can I play one Blade Zupa game? See about that. So tomorrow is going to be an 18-hour-long stream, so I will try to go to bed early. Of course, I'm terrible with this, but let's try. And after one warm-up game, I will try to check on some Warcraft free action. Mr. Soda Poppin broke 900 MMR. So his MMR is going up. Mr. Ampy still fighting. Mr. Dandy is playing a lot, but not going to check his games right now. I want to play one game myself of Blade Zupa. Great coaching today. Thank you, sir. It's my pleasure. Ani is super nice, and the problem when you start something and you don't know the basics and you just repeat the mistakes that are like, you repeat the same mistake and you are dropping MMR and you are just sad. We don't want sadness in Warcraft 3. The sadness will come back not naturally when you reach your limit. So fix the mistakes you can, and then you just stuck forever, which happens to almost everybody. Actually, you know what? I want to cast something. I'm in the casting mood. So let me see what is happening in the big Warcraft 3 universe. We have a West qualifier, who is in the qualifier. Craft versus Fish and Pato versus Bizarre. Okay, let me see what Back to Warcraft is casting. Mr. Carson. Mr. Carson, Arvin VB Craft. By the way, Professor, your accent is 20 by 10. Well, that's how the Polish school system failed on me. But at least I can understand English, so that's good. And I never been in like a native English-speaking country, so I have very little, experience with talking with people with the natural English. Warcraft Universe right now, Grabby is backsitting Dandy, aka coaching live lol. No, it's like he's reacting to Mr. Dandy, So that's good. And guys, remember, like, I'm like good coach for like beginners, I think, because I was new to Warcraft 3 myself long time ago. I mean, look, not that long time ago, so 3 years ago. And yes, Mr. Grab is a little bit different, right? He's a world champion and so on. Where are the games? Where are the games? Armin versus Kraft. Okay. I'm looking for something to cast. We will find something, don't worry. Don't worry. You should not try too much, work on your accent. Accent gives away character. Well, I'm working with, I have. Sorry for a little bit slower start. Let me see. I understand this freaking Flow TV. The games are disappearing from the list. I mean, I have no problem with sounding a little bit Polish, right? But I would like to be able to articulate my thoughts without any issues. And sometimes I can't like articulate my thoughts because I don't know how to say it, in the nice enough way so other people can understand quickly. So that's the only thing that stops me, basically. There is no other things. Okay, so the games are just showing and disappearing really, really quickly because we have so many freaking new players, which is crazy. Okay, so let me maybe do what Grab is doing. Let me see what Mr. Soda is playing. I used to have a Polish accent. It's all gone now. I'm just a lame American now. Oh, it's so. How long have you been in America then? Like 15 years, 20 years, maybe 10. How long you need for that? Soda Poppin is raiding in World of Warcraft. Okay. Let me check Mr. Tyler 1. Okay, we are in the new game. 15 years. Okay, understand. Ladies and gentlemen, so I don't know much about this situation between Mr. Grabby and Mr. Tyler 1. What I want to know is Mr. Tyler 1 improving at Warcraft 3. His APM is at 100, which means that he's not really trying that much and he's just spamming game after game. So let's see what kind of build he's doing. I heard that he's playing Farseer Headhunter now and his success. I was a Warsaw kid, especially in Universe Low. Cool. I've been to Warsaw a few times. I'm from Krosno, so it's like close to Rzeszów, under Kraków. So you can check where I live on the map. We have Makrura map. Let's make a burger. Mr. Dragby, how did you like the casting and coaching with Miss Annie? And I feel like very happy that I got called. Finally, my casting and slash coaching skills were used. Love the way you coach Annie today, so cool. I mean, it's just basics, and I hope that she will like this micro training because it's super helpful. And imagine if she will be able to like out micro some higher MMR player from Grabby tournament because of this freaking micro practice. She has been practicing like those build orders for like 2 days straight, so. Definitely Annie can like I can see that she's a hard worker when I see it, at least in the gaming industry. She had smile on her face. Well, smiling is a good way of cooperation, you know. You you don't want to be sad during your coaching, I presume. Hello, Mr. Koff, nice to see you. Tonight is going to be a little bit shorter stream, guys. A little bit shorter. Annie versus Soda. As for so far, Soda is a favorite. Blade Master Mirror Image. Okay. So Mr. Tyler, he's 80 APM. He's cosplaying Blade Zupa here. Big game right now. Oli versus Mr. Krolu. Well, Mr. Teron. Yes, I'm aware that Mr. Maro Cup. It's Mr. Maro Cup is right now, so that's cool. But I'm very limited with time, and there is also this Back to Warcraft, not weekly, but Dolphin Cup. So I'm just looking for some. I'm looking for some shorter action, and I need to still prepare for tomorrow. 18-hour stream tomorrow, guys. First time since like long time. I will try to do an 18-hour stream to celebrate 1,000 subs on YouTube, which I'm very thankful for. And I would like to put audio from Mr. Tyler's stream, but he's talking so much. So yes. He has 500 gold, I can't. Like, man. You need to tag. Mr. Tyler. You've been in this situation so many times. Okay, he's chilling, okay? He's chilling. Like, even Grabby, ex-world champion, when he's in the zone, he can't talk, and he plays versus somebody really hard. Macropol is a great idea for an emote, by the way. Yeah, that sounds nice. Hello, Mr. Green. Glad you showed the micro practice map to Annie. I think it will give her a lot, because like the biggest problem for new players, and I see that she has the similar problem. What is better? Use your spells very rarely, or use your spells, drain the mana, kinda at random, but just to use it. Can you use Water Elemental during the fight wrong? No, you can't. You just summon Water Elemental during the fight, and it fights for you. Can you use Bolt? You can Bolt, I don't know, unit that it's like far away and you can't kill it, but you dealt damage. Yes, you can club nothing, but having MK away from like anything is not that easy, you know, because MK is usually in the front anyway, so spamming club is also kinda okay. Spamming Holy Light, cool. Spamming Divine Shield is much better than not using Divine Shield, so I think that if she gets like this practice of having keeping low mana on Tri Hero, it will help her a lot, right? And from what I saw at very low MMR, because I don't have experience at 500 MMR, you know, myself. Like those players are very slow. So you know, you have time to go knights, and it's like not that hard. Because, you know, it's not like some crazy mass chimera strategy. You have already your barrack on the battlefield and so on. How many subs on YouTube? Ah, it's growing. But yes, I wanted to celebrate 1,000 subs because when you have 1,000 subs, you can put ads, advertisement on your videos, and I would like to see how much it is, so I know if I should make the YouTube content or not. With like my I don't have editor, but I just wanted to try. Try is like a challenge to get these 1,000 subs. So thank you for all of the support. And I'm also paying for a program that allows me to make nice thumbnails. It's like $5 per month, so maybe I can get it back. Would shamans with bloodlust be good with Fire Lord to make spawns split faster? Mr. Rail Boily, that's a synergy that it's nice, but it's like a synergy that is like not game deciding, because shamans with bloodlust are in the late game, and if you play versus somebody that is on your level, the opponent in the late game either should have Dispel, because the best counter to lava spawns is Dispel, or your opponent should have a stronger army than lava spawns, because lava spawns are not that strong, and the bloodlust is not making them spam that much faster. So, for example, if you ask me, and I'm not kidding, Mr. Raidboil, what do you think about Fire Lord, lava spawns, and Unholy Frenzy? Unholy Frenzy is a Necromancer Adept upgrade that basically increases your attack speed and drains a little bit of your HP. So I think it's better to use it on tier 2, because you have it faster before your opponent has Dispel. Shamans, it take forever, so it's not you want to have bloodlusted Taurens, not bloodlusted lava spawns. So because bloodlusted Taurens are much better. That's a good idea, and Mr. Ray Bolly, there is nothing to stop you from making unit composition like that. Like in Warcraft 3, you can just play for fun. If you want to have bloodlusted lava spawns, that's a perfect thing for you. And send me a replay and we'll enjoy it. But I'm afraid they are not going to become stronger than bloodlusted Taurens, right? Or bloodlusted Blade Master. Right, Blade Master is a much better version of Lava Spawn. It's just stronger if you go for Blade Master as the first hero. But there is a nice synergy, and at some point when Warcraft 3 is getting boring, you go for synergies like that. Thank you for the follow, Mr. Flow 1D. Thank you. Is the Macropolis in the house? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. What is the micro practice map? Welcome everybody. New player here is Archmage first, Paladin second, MK third. Acceptable in the meta. This is acceptable, of course. You need to remember that the order of the heroes, Archmage is yes important to make as a third hero because you creep faster, but making Paladin second sometimes versus like very heavy hero focus, for example versus Warden that plays Shadow Strike, is meta. And if you are a beginner player and you have problem with hero focus, going Paladin second with Archmage is perfectly acceptable. There is nothing wrong with that. And if you use your mana, so do it. Hello, Mr. Bond. Mr. Riza, there is a lot of stories with macro practice maps because I know almost all of them. And I will share the stories in 1 second. I didn't know they had that in Warcraft Champions. Where is it? I will show you, Mr. Riza. It's very simple. So you go here, say Riza. He's playing versus computer normal? Tyler was playing versus computer normal, man. Okay. So you go here and it will auto-download the map. And by the way, I was trying to find better maps than that, and you know what? We need to make them. You need to make them. And you need to host them on Bnet, so the AI plays better. I like micro surrounding maps. Let me do the review. I'm not casting anyway. Let me do the review of my maps because I have folder with this. Mr. Riza owns like I had a very ambitious idea, and I will show you this, Mr. Riza. So Mr. Guzu, okay, I really like Mr. Guzu, and this is his Twitch chat, okay, and he's such a big streamer that his moderator hint that next stream will be on Monday. So he's like a huge stream, and look what happens when you type exclamation point soon on Mr. Guzu chat. He has a counter that gives you Guzu mates, the counter, so 3133, broken promises, sad frog. And I should have counter as well, because I had a very ambitious plan with cooperation with Mr. Nightmare, make some good, I mean more modern micro training maps. To like basically recreate army composition from replays. But ladies and gentlemen, yes, I need to have the command soon, and problem it's me, not Mr. Nightmare, of course. Okay, Solid, any help? I think she was overthinking a lot of aspects of the game and need to understand that she's going against other people that are low MMR, and you help her understand that currently the MMR opponents are not going to be playing that advanced type of gameplay. Once she starts getting, yeah, exactly, you know, when she like, starts macroing, then we can focus on a better unit composition. And what I'm doing, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, custom games. Okay, I need to find the folder. So I have folders surround. Okay, so those are micro surrounds. Mr. Riza, you know those micro surrounds? Which one is it? This one is fine. So I like those micro surround maps because they are fun, and I never can do it. Booty surround. Okay, and I probably on 20 where I can download those maps. I just found them online somewhere.
For now,
on your page. We need a better. Oh! Yes. I like with Wojtalenko we used to play so many maps like that. And there are situations in professional Warcraft where you need to know how to surround. For example, how to surround Water Elemental with 4 acolytes. That's important, right? And Wojtalenko is so good at those maps. So now, for example, I have MK and 440, so this is kind of hard to do in game. No! I like this micro training aspect. But yes, the maps are outdated and they don't have those in real. For example, the guy that made this map is like criminal. He edited acolyte so they have 1 HP and you need to create the skeletons.
As the shadow wills, let darkness guide me.
I suck at this game. Yeah. So basically, if you want to practice melee, you have 2 options. Either you go for the micro surround at start, or you play this micro training. But I recommend playing micro training on BNet because AI works better. Also, Mr. Riza, are you still listening, Mr. Riza? Are you still listening? If you are, I spent like 1 hour on this, and I had no idea how to make it work. Apparently, there is like advanced AI that you can like bake into every map, but I couldn't make it work. So, if you have some time and you want to check it out, like I just don't understand it. They have like so many versions of this. Yeah, I'm looking for if I'm looking for a custom map. Oh, advanced melee AI. I use that. Yeah, so I don't have experience with this, but yes, that's cool. So the question is, Mr. Riza, for example, is this advanced melee AI can be baked into this micro training map, and can we bake this? I mean, connect this. Bake is a wrong word, probably. Connect this so it can work on Warcraft champions. But yeah, Mr. Riza is not a guy for that. I guess I should ask on Warcraft 3 Champions. And why I'm asking Riza about that? Because he knows computers. So he should know everything, right? About computers. Okay, Ice versus Craft. Let's go. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let me cast this game. Let me just relax a little bit. And Mr. Fish. Yeah, I'm an AI web dev, not AI game. Exactly. Don't worry, Mr. Riza. Perfect. It's all good, sir. So, ladies and gentlemen, on the top right, what time should my tier 2 be with Pala Rifle? That's a great question, Mr. Holando Wheels, and you know how to check this. And I like that I have so many questions from new players. I have a reputation of a coach. Okay, I will tell you how you do it. Okay? You go to this website, Warcraft 3 Champions. You type Lemes. Okay? You find this gentleman. Okay? And you check his replay. You get the replay by clicking download the replay. You click on it. And then you see the replay yourself, and you can read the timings. But I'm sorry, but my Excel sheet with timings is not ready. But yes, I should know that. But you should tag on 27 supply. So how I remember, when you have 27 supply, you should tag. And remember, Mr. Holando, that most things in Warcraft 3, there is not that many written guides, sadly, because I suck. And I don't write them as I don't write them. I should write them at some point. So you need to learn yourself, right? And what is the best way to learn yourself? You watch the replay, and you're like, oh, this I understand, this timing, and you don't understand some part of the replay, and then you can formulate your question, and you can give it back to me or on some Discord. There is a gym Discord where people like ask a lot of questions in race-related channels, Kappa. So yes, you can formulate your question if you don't understand the replay. Hello, Mr. Teco, welcome. So Mr. Teco, tomorrow 18-hour stream. Everybody's invited. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm slowly trying to prepare something, but it's going to be me figuring out what I should do, basically.
A player's forces are
yes, 70 minutes of Blade Zupa is coming, Mr. Random Bad Gamer. That's for sure. And when you have 18 hours ahead of you, there is no rush. I can make Excel sheet of timings in Pala Rifle. We start with Zupa. I think the most funny part is to make Blade Zupa replay review when I have the most viewers. So I don't know when, maybe after some big raid. So yes, you know, Blade Zupa is like the main event. It's like in the boxing fight. I understand so much of the game that it's totally different when playing. I forgot everything. I think just need to grind games. Well, Mr. Riza, it's the best, like in my case. So basically, you know, I have doctorate on Polish Rifle University, and recently I played versus one base Dreadnought Mazguls, and I was trying to align him. And it's the worst thing you can do with tier 2 strategy. So yes, they should take away my doctorate, basically. It's of course much easier to cast the game. Canary Island. Congratulations. Well, Mr. Balkan Day, that's the problem if you hype the event and you don't deliver. But guys, I will be with you 18 hours. I like to talk with you. Did you already take a look at my Grass League? Mr. Westy, I think tomorrow is the best time to do the replay review, if you don't mind, because I will finish this stream in 1 hour. Send me Makrura. I think, Mr. Teko, you have Makrura in your you should have Makrura, right? I forget. So yes, have a nice trip. And if you need new Makrura, yeah, then tell me. Maybe you can find in the suitcase. Maybe you are using the same suitcase. Where is this Criplord going? Well, I would love this. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Kraft. He's going for those beautiful, beautiful peasants. Okay, so that's pretty standard. Mr. Fish is deciding to go for one base, so we are going to witness Riflecaster technology. So at first, because if I may, I will come back to Miss Annie coaching. So at first, I thought that even on like very low MMR, you still need to go for like kinda how do you say in English? Like a unit composition that comes online quickly. So I thought that she should play like 5 to 6 footies into Riflecaster. But when she's, you know, because the games on lower MMR are usually long, because, you know, they don't move that quickly on the map, I think that it's better to actually go for this ultimate army composition Knight Priest. Because Inner Fire Knights are amazing, and this Archmage got surrounded, and Mr. Fish is saying GG. And now I'm going to cast this game a little bit better, guys. And it's going to be very interesting map. It's going to be Last Refuge. Let's see if Mr. Kraft is going to creep Mercamp with just Criplord. Because this is one of the hardest creeps in the game. The hardest is to creep this with Leech. The only harder thing is to do it with Leech, man. Let's go. Let's go. So yes, I spent the rest of the day after I finished the stream in the morning with the family. Family knows that tomorrow I'm going to be off. Tomorrow is Sunday, so that's a good day, because my grandfather is not going to do anything outside that will require my assistance, and my mother is at home. So it should work, ladies and gentlemen. I will be not really stressed, which should be good, right? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so let me cast this game a little bit, because I miss casting. I like to cast Warcraft 3D games every day. So, on the top right, we have Mr. Kraft, French, Undead, that can also play good random. And I don't know what the score is, I think it's 1-0 for Mr. Kraft, and we have the 3-minute delay. On the bottom left, it's Mr. Fish. Fish is from Indonesia. And you know what is interesting about Indonesia, ladies and gentlemen? The Indonesian flag is the Polish flag upside down. So, so Polish flag is white on top and red on the bottom, and Indonesia is red on top and white on the bottom. So I feel the connection with Indonesian people because of that. I never been, I never met, I think, in my life anybody from there. But ladies and gentlemen, we can connect via internet, and I'm watching an Indonesian player that is going for Archmage Footman. Okay, he's not going for the Mercamp first. That's weird. So if you don't know, you should be pulling the golem. It looks like aggression, but without mercs. So it looks like one base again, or he's crazy and he play one base. I mean, super early expansion. Super early expansion, and his opponent is crazy enough to play Dreadlord. And a very early expansion versus Dreadlord is actually cool, because you can harass Dreadlord, I guess, better than Lich. Of course, there are sleeps around, but Dreadlord is level 3 to kinda lame you hard. Is it Fish for Singapore? That's a good question. I thought that he's from Indonesia because I remember his flag. But maybe I misunderstood it. So let's verify the data on Wikipedia. Okay, it's Singapore, so it's similar flag to Indonesia. Sorry. Look. Okay, I do apologize for everybody from Singapore. Where is the flag? Yes, so it's red and white, but it has also a moon. It's a moon and some stars. Ladies and gentlemen, I do apologize. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a level 1 Archmage versus level 2 Undead Bard. But, ladies and gentlemen, as we can see, human is expanding nicely. No, Mr. Krav, you should send militia here. I mean, the ghouls. You should send militia there. He wants to fight, he wants to surround. Okay. Level 2 on the Archmage, nice. Okay, we have the Ziggurat.
A player's forces are under attack.
Another footman goes down, and there is still sleep. He wants to attack himself. Okay. I mean, he took his ghouls with him, and he's able to do nice sleep surrounds. So it's kind of paying off, but remember, at the end of the day, it's about the gold. And there is no expansion here, and there is expansion on the bottom. But ladies and gentlemen, look at this. Mr. Kraft, he wants to be aggressive, and we need to pull all of the militia. I like what Mr. Ice is doing. Why does Fish play Western tourneys instead of Eastern? That's a good question, Mr. Riza owns. I think there's Chinese qualifier, Korean qualifier, Russian-speaking countries qualifier, and the rest. So, according to this split, I think Singapore is in the rest of the world. And if you want to check it yourself, I don't remember all of the details, the full article is on Warcraft 3 info. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how much Mr. Kraft can do here? So, this Hero Footy, but the Hero Footy will die to the Nerubian Tower. But he confirms that indeed Mr. Krav is still expanding. Okay. Gladly for the human, he lost a few workers, but that's it. His lumber is very low. By the way, at this stage of the game, I would like to buy the Shredder. I think Shredder unlocks around now. But yes, to buy Shredder is probably not that easy. I mean, it should be worth it. I mean, you know, you buy Shredder with 2 units. Or with 1 unit and proxy farm.
A town is under siege.
But yes, it's... You need to accumulate 400 gold, 100 lumber. But like, if you have 0 peasants, you go for the Shredder. So I think it's a good opportunity. And the most important part is you don't need to creep the camp. It's tricky, but it can be done. With 1 Wood Elemental and Peon, basically. Or Footman and the Peon. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good news for the Undead. Expansion will be operational soon, and we have Dreadlord level 3. Okay. Dreadlord is level 3. Which is great. Sleep surround. Okay, it should be easy surround. And yes, the sleep duration, man, pretty long. I think we are playing Aura level 2, but sadly in this overlay I can't check myself. And ladies and gentlemen, what's now? Human is slowly creeping the Mercamp, so he did it in the wrong order. I mean, wrong order. His game plan was to be aggressive at start. Maybe it was a good counter to Dreadlord, if he anticipated it. Okay, we have 2 trolls. And the ghouls are coming, but gladly, luckily for the human, position of the Archmage is safe. So what Dreadlord can do? Are we creeping level 4? Yes, we are. That's interesting. Remember that sleep duration is pretty long, and this Gnoll Overseer is dealing the most of the damage here. So very quickly, that's a very nice creep. You can do it with 3 ghouls, no problem. Like it. So he wants to get Dreadlord level 5. Of course, he's not going to creep Dreadlord level 5 that quickly, but that's the start, you know. And he prefers it over the aggression. The question is, what kind of units Mr. Krav is going to produce? with Dreadlord. You can go for mass ghouls, but it's kind of meme strategy, right? So I think he'll just play maybe Necrovagon, maybe, who knows? Or he will play like he can play mass air. Why? Because Gargs, they attack air units in a melee form with like melee attack, and then they get vampiric aura. And also Carrion Swarm later, because he can retrain from sleep, is amazing versus flying machines that are the usual counter to mass Gargs. So Dreadlord basically enables mass Gargs, and as I said, the meme strategies are Necrowagons and mass Ghouls. And mass Ghouls sag on pro level because there is Clap. There are anti-ghoul technologies, but that's very funny. Yes, Aura gives a little bit, but it's more about Carrion Swarm, because Carrion Swarm is amazing versus Gyros. And level 5 Dreadlord is going to be a reality soon. Okay, we have Surround of the Water Elemental, that's perfect. So the game is slowing down a little bit, and the most important, again, part for me, and he's playing Fiends. So he's going to play Fiend Statue with one Invisible Archmage. Okay, Mr. Fierce with some Bio-Yayo tricks. Like where this Dreadlord is going. This Dreadlord is going to attack, but he's going to attack versus MK. Or actually, there is no MK yet, because tech is extremely late for the human. Because all of this, like, militia usage. Ladies and gentlemen, looks like Mr. Kraft is going to use this opportunity, and look at this repair. This repair is going to connect all of the workers together. Invisible Archmage, Mr. Fish is in trouble. Is he going to show himself? He should. He needs to start summoning Water Elementals. They deal a lot of damage. He's killing his own footman to make MK and tier 3. Well, definitely Mr. Fish knows about the upkeep economy. He's just following with Invisible Archmage. What's the plan here? Okay, he wants to get the item maybe? Because if you get the item, you don't reveal yourself. And like, Krav is like, man, where is this Archmage? What this Archmage is doing? Okay, the Gnoll Overseer escapes, but he got aggro back. Okay, he wants to get the item. And he revealed himself, but he revealed himself in the enemy territory, and he's blocked by Gnoll Assassin. This item on the ground. Think nobody wants cloth +5? It's a good item. Okay, so this fight is very weird. I don't get it. Cloth +5, they're on the ground. I slept little since like 1 week, but I still... this item is on the ground, right? Yes, Dreadlord took it. Finally. Man, the sleep surround versus... like, the sleep surround is continuing, basically. So, as you can see, Mr. Kraft is playing sleep level 2. He's not going for Carrion Swarm. Of course, at level 5, it's very likely that he will retrain. He's sleeping the Water Elementals! You know this story, Sleeping Beauty? That's the story, man. Sleeping Water Elemental just to lower the damage output. MK with Bolt. How's the supply? Fish is accumulating 2,000 gold, and he's going to play Knight Gyro. And he will play Knight Gyro versus very classic unit composition. Frozen? Yes, Frozen. Frozen, so if you use Blizzard on the Water Elementals, they should become a Frozen Water Elementals. Okay, we did retrain, as you can see. Did we? Alert, Macropolis alert, Mr. ABN, I hope that you like the coaching, and I hope that Ani did like the coaching, and I feel very, how do you say in English? I feel very proud that my coaching skills were needed. So I hope that we did well. Dreadlord with a lot of armor. This is true that we have Omega big value. And look, we are playing now, we retrained for Carrion Swarm level 2, Sleep level 1, Vampiric Aura level 1. Because Vampiric Aura level 2 is not that good, so it's better to have sleep. Fantastic coaching. Thank you, sir. I hope Ani will like win some best of 3 even in the tournament final, and there is not that many days until Friday, right? For example, Ani versus Sanglitters, Ani versus Geronimo, right? Ani versus Soda Poppin. If Ani would win versus Soda Poppin, man, that would be a huge thing. Okay, we go for Carrion Swarm level 5, and item is Undead Aura. No. Not the Undead Aura, the most useful aura, because we have Undead Aura at home, ladies and gentlemen. So, we can sell the aura and exchange it for something better. Of course, remember that in Warcraft 3, selling items is not that efficient. It still was buffed. So in the past, when you sold the item, you get only 50% of value. Now you get 60%. And this Carrion Swarm was juicy. And what Undead is doing, we call it 70 supply Aline. I mean, not Elite, but timing, and he's pushing too early, basically. Okay, Invul popped, but you know, he got Ghoul Frenzy, he got the leech, so why not to push now? Because he has every single upgrade that he wanted. Burrow technology, but Club can affect burrowed units. Another Carrion Swarm, Troll Berserker goes down. Supply is even, but ladies and gentlemen, looks like Undead has the momentum. Human is slowly producing some tanks, knights. So he's not even going for the gyros, and is he going to lame with tanks? We'll see about that. Yes, this tank is going to the Undead expansion. So that's kind of weird because he's making fighting and laming army at the same time. Hybrid laming ward is not describing this well, and Knight is going back. Yeah, Knights are amazing. Do we have Staff of Sanctuary? No, the Knight will go down. A little bit problematic. Bolt. MK needs to be careful. Carrion Swarm defensive, but look at this Holy Light. Yes, the ultimate hero combination. Archmage, MK, Paladin. People say that it's the best hero combo in the game. Because Archmage, okay, and speaking of the best hero combo in the game, full mana Death Knight level 3 goes down. The big step for Mr. Fish to be like back in this game, and he's laming. So look at this, Undead is mass repairing, not really mining anymore. So yes, I was talking about the hero combo. Archmage is giving mana, MK is dealing a lot of damage, and Paladin is healing, so nice synergy. I mean, it's a very cool combination of heroes, right? Because you have everything, healing, mana, and AoE damage from the MK.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, so as we can see, Mr. Crab can't really mine, but supply still favors him. And MK, no! Death Knight went back from the tavern and he met Mr. Fish from Singapore. Blade Master, TC Shadow Hunter, that's also very cool. You know what is very cool about this hero combination, Mr. Celtic? You have three different main stats. So you have Agility, Shadow Hunter, Strength, TC, and Intelligence, Farseer. So basically, if you find +3 Agility, you are not longer enraged. If you find +3 Strength, you give it for the TC, +3 Intelligence for the Farseer. What about Paladin and Blood Mage? Of course, Paladin and Blood Mage is a very interesting hero combination as well, with MK third. But yes, it's not that late game. And actually, Paladin on level 5 is only amazing in 4v4 and versus... Oh, that was juicy, Carrion. And versus Undead. Versus other races, Paladin level 5 is not that amazing, sadly. Okay, we have Gyros finally. Versus Undead is good because you can nuke opponent units. I had a few games in 4v4 when I was just playing Paladin level 5 Aura, and my teammate had mass MGs and was providing this Aura +6 armor to all of the MGs, and man, like my teammates couldn't believe it how strong this was. It's like, oh, we are going to lose this fight, and this fight was taking like, I don't know, literally 5 minutes. And we are keeping everything alive because of this freaking aura, and I was spamming Holy Light and transferring mana. Wow, is Para Rifle Grabby Slayer guy? Well, Mr. Sinon the last thing you can say about me that I'm a grabby slayer, but do you remember Game of Thrones? There was a King Slayer. So I have the same reputation as Mr. Jaime Lannister Kappa. But yes, I don't know if you have seen, but I commented under Mr. Grabby YouTube video, and I got 500 likes on the comment, and Mr. Grabby liked the comment as well. So said that yes, I'm very thankful for the invite to Mr. Grabby like presentation game, and I played my best, and Mr. Grabby was like distracted, and because of this the skill gap like lowered, and we could produce this amazing game. So that was the best game of my life, guys. The best game of my life. If you are a football player slash... Ooh, that's the best ultimate in the game, according to many. Look at this Infernal, ladies and gentlemen. There is a fight of the fall summons. Look at this poor Paladin. Paladin is running back. And yes, it's not enough for the Infernal. Very cool game, ladies and gentlemen. There is Gryphon trying to take care of the ghouls. That's nice. The tongue laming wasn't successful as well. And this Infernal, man. Amazing. And you know what you can do with Infernal? Can Death Knight heal the Infernal? Yes, sir. Infernal is an undead unit, but you can't Holy Light the Infernal because he's spell immune. You may say, Saul, so isn't coiling Infernal a spell? Yes, but it's similar with Dryads. Dryads are spell immune, but you can heal them, because healing is kind of a different spell. So you can use the Paladin got sniped. You can use Alchemist, Healing Spray, you can use Shadow Hunter, Heal Wave on them, and you can use Holy Light. But yes, you can like damage them with Coil, for example. Ladies and gentlemen, as we can see, and the Infernal can't be attacked by the Gryphon, sadly, so... Look at this Infernal go, man. Infernal versus Tower! He's attacking his main with the Tower! Because he wants experience! Was it worth it? He wanted experience from the Infernal to not kill it with the Tower. I don't know how much experience Infernal gives, I should know that. Big brain. I was like, kill this Infernal, the Tower is going down, but that guy is like, give me experience, man. And yes, we remember the Tower used to be here. I mean, Infernal is like level 6 monster. Like big creep. Small weight loss. Yeah, I need to start weighing myself often, but I'm so busy recently, man. So busy. Crazy busy. Yes, everything is going well for me, Mr. Ghost. And what in real life teached me for the last 32 years of my presence of this planet is that, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to end at some point. It's going to end badly, so I'm already prepared. I'm already prepared, ladies and gentlemen. All we met in Rara, and it will be great, Mr. Ghost. I can't wait. We need to start communicate in English at Rara. You need to test my English skills. Because for the viewers, they don't know. By the way, it's a very interesting fight. Mr. Ice is dropping the supply. This fight is so close. This Death Knight died for the 10th time. I finished the story with Mr. Ghost 1 second. Because, guys, this game is great. They're fighting over this expansion so hard. There is a tower on the top here. Of course, Gargoyle has vision. And MK is chasing. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going as Fish is going. Mr. Ice is Fish from Singapore. And ladies and gentlemen, do we have orb? There is no orb, so Death Knight MK can get the bash on Destroyer. There is no bash ability, but we are getting online this beautiful tri-hero combination. Archmage, MK, Paladin, they get aura. They have ultimate on the... He skipped the ultimate. Okay, that's interesting. I thought that ultimate is still worth it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, supply favors Mr. Craft, but economy for the human is still alive. And ladies and gentlemen, a main base is expired. So it's basically one base versus one base, and this one base is on fire a little bit. But what is important, ladies and gentlemen, the human hero combination is strong. Supply lead for the Undead. Undead has a lot of air units. And without Orb of Fire, we can't do much about it. Even with Orb, it wouldn't be that well. For some reason, Mr. Fish wants to attack. He wants to attack before the Lich is out. But ladies and gentlemen, nice hero levels for the Undead as well. I'm a little bit scared. Carrion Swarm use. MK has a lot of mana. And the ultimate, the Grande ultimate, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, there is heal from the Paladin. But what we can do versus this ultimate, the aggression of the human is stopped, ladies and gentlemen. And we are kiting back. And now the Gyros can help a little bit. And one Garg. Can Garg survive? Yes, Garg survives. Mr. Fish doesn't want to go too deep with his Gyros. And ladies and gentlemen, we have even Banshees with Anti-Magic Shell. Anti-Magic Shell is amazing on targets that can be focused, but the MK. Bolt, Holy Light. That's a pretty strong nuke if you ask me. And ladies and gentlemen, the Gyros are nice. Remember, look at this Dreadlord. Look at this Carrion Swarm. Wasn't that juicy? Hello, Mr. Priest. You need to know where the hitbox are. So it's not that easy to get the hitbox of flying units. You need to look at for the shadows, because you know this flying unit is basically the hitbox is the shadow here, right? I think that's the shadow. Move a little bit. Oh yeah, you see the shadow. So you need to have this good 3D vision. Okay. One second, I'll read the chat because this. Oh, the Lich died. Where was the Lich? I didn't even see it. Probably MK level 5 had something with it. Did Pala die? Paladin never dies. Pala Rifle is a protected species, and we have MK level 5, and let me tell you, with MK level 5, a lot of things will die, actually. Ladies and gentlemen, something wrong happened to this expansion. I think that Infernal happened, so Human is not mining anymore, and Undead still has 10 gold. Okay. Okay, nobody's mining, nobody moves. It's 39 supply versus 38. This game is getting more and more epic with every moment. And if we have a lot of supply free and very little army, let's sell our entire expansion. I do remember it was like 2014. I was playing FFA for like 1 month. I don't know why I came back for FFA, but I played some FFA. And I remember that I thought that the best race for FFA is Undead, because in FFA you can expand, make like 10 towers, and then sell the towers when the expansion expires. So I had this idea of making basically mass towers and to sit in them with my 100 foot army later. Of course it was boring and I was dying versus good players. They knew how to micro. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Holy Light on the militia, that's great. Looks like Mr. Fish wants to expand here. Not really. He can't expand because he's broke. And the Infernal is here. Musty P would be great here. I was a little bit surprised to not see Musty P, but I mean, Aura is amazing as well, and he went for Water Elemental at level 5, I think. So he doesn't want to retrain. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, but of course, yes, Musty P would be interesting. And look at Undead, Undead is regenerating, Undead has statues. But ladies and gentlemen, can we even base race at this stage of the game? There are still some dots on the map that represent camps. It's 26 minutes in. For example, you see camp like that, it's in a very remote position. So that's why players are usually going there late, because you don't want to be sandwiched, and it's a pretty strong camp. Gargantuan Sea Turtle Imba. Ladies and gentlemen, we are nuking the Banshees, another ultimate by the Dreadlord in Mr. BBC Cup called M Cup. You get points for ultimate, so maybe that's why Mr. Kraft is so obsessed with this. And remember that we have Staff of Sanction. Okay, Paladin, Divine Shield. He's playing Divine Shield, the Paladin! Stuffed back to the hospital, but ladies and gentlemen, Undead can just pressure us. Undead is not going to give us time. Wait, is this the guy? Mr. Antivirus. Through the trees, yes, the staff effect is not stopped by the trees. I do remember Mr. Insap crazy coils over the trees. That was very funny. So yes, Mr. Anti-Rus, yes, I'm the guy that Grabby invited to play against Pala Rifle, and I'm very thankful for that. Like, he stopped him again. The problem that unit under Staff of Sanctuary effect is like blocked So guys, I'm very thankful for Mr. Grabby. Mr. Grabby is amazing, and that was an amazing game as well. Mr. Crab won 2-0. And it's crazy micro, and now we are playing Staff of Teleportation. It's not even Mass Ultimate. And man, how many? When you won versus Grabby, is there a game on YouTube? Yes, it's on Mr. Grabby YouTube channel. I need to post my point of view maybe as well, but I was afraid to post it first, Kappa. I will show you. Yeah, that's the best game of my life. The best. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, 1 second. That is
He
video.
thinks I'm gonna eat everything.
Mr. Ghost is like one-time thing. Okay, the story with Mr. Ghost. I will tell this story because I love this story. This story is amazing, okay? So before we go to the video. My in real life friend, Mr. Wojtalenko, okay? He's working sometimes on like Irish company or like British company, and he spends a lot of time on sea because he works as a like on some like scientific boat crew that it's like measuring the bottom of the ocean, doesn't matter. And he's always like, Saul, I can't understand the native English speakers. There was like 2 guys from Russia. I could understand every single word they said in English. But give me a guy from Scotland on the phone, I don't understand. 5% I understand. It's like, Wojtalenko, we are talking like nonsense. Like, I'm streaming on Twitch, I'm communicating in English, like, I can watch back to Warcraft, I can watch Todd. I can, like, you know, I'm talking in English myself, like, guys from United States are watching me, like Mr. Riza, like, we can communicate, like, Wojtalenko, you are lacking self-confidence. And then, guys, I got invited by Mr. Todd to co-cast FFA with Mr. Ghost, and let me tell you, Mr. Todd, who has been, like, casting Warcraft 3 in English and StarCraft since, like, 15 years, Mr. Todd was struggling with those very very fast pronunciation of like I don't know, I don't remember, sorry Mr. Ghost, like from Irish, but yes, now I understand Mr. Wojtalenko. Like, I'm pretty good at guessing from context, especially if context is about Warcraft 3. But Mr. Ghost, keep it down, keep it up, Mr. Ghost. I love it. It's a pure challenge. It's a pure challenge, Mr. Ghost. And you know what, Mr. Ghost? You need to speak faster. You need to speak faster and make more shortcuts, okay? Hard mode. Sorry, Scotland. Perfect. Imagine being air traffic control and trying to understand tower guy or pilots. We'll be fine, guys. We need some practice. How was your dinner, Mr. Saul? Amazing, Mr. Junau. Cool lunch with a grandfather. Okay, so that's the replay. And look, I'm the highest comment. So look at this. I said that I'm thankful for being invited, and I got 569 likes. 569. And yes, that's the YouTube video if somebody wants to see. So.
But I haven't executed well enough.
And I was even typing to grab it that I
maybe.
can't beat this Mascodo. And ladies and gentlemen, the best moment in my career happened. This fight. I had no idea how I won this fight, man.
Him, so he bolts.
But I was like spamming the polymorph. I used what Professor Lemes would say, of course with worse execution, but I'm very thankful for Mr. Grabby. Yeah, I was doing it on purpose.
I don't think this
I was doing it on purpose. Scottish is probably one of the hardest to understand. Mr. Badcrams, hello, first thing first, nice to see you, sir. Green Epic Makura for you, thank you again for the huge support. If you don't know Mr. Badcrams, like, if I need to choose what was like crazier, Mr. Badcrams like spamming gifted subs on the paste that was lagging my computer. Mr. Badcrams like gifting so many subs that my PC was basically lagging. I don't know, the PC is okay, you know. It's like 3-year-old PC. or this fight versus Grabby, I don't know, like the last week in my Warcraft free activity / streaming activity, crazy. So many cool things happened. And you know, because I watched this full video, you know what is the best part of this video? We have a groovy Tangia. Come on, Tangia, come on.
And then have a different opener, because you have to play the same opener no matter every time. Before you... And I feel like you're getting...
It was a great micro, man. So I can't find this now, but the funniest part of this video is like Tyler one is like, hey Grabby, do you think that you can easily win this? Oh, Franek versus Lemes in the Polish tournament. Yes, that was a nice evening, definitely. So yes, I'm very thankful for Mr. Grabster. And guys, winning one game is of course. I'm not Grabby Slayer, guys. I'm not Mr. Grabster Slayer. That's for sure. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think I can't say no to Professor Lemes. Professor Lemes is playing in the Polish tournament, and Professor Lemes was able to beat me. And I was able to... I have 1-1 versus Francesc. Okay, you know that I love Lemes. You know that I love this man. Lemes. Okay, it's a little bit slower stream. Okay. Okay, are you... Because Professor Lemes is not going to watch this. Do you know to listen for a very short story about me and Lemes? So my relation with Lemes, you know, friendly relation, started very badly. Because I was angry because Lemes didn't give us a regame after one of our teammates in a 3v3 tournament organized by Mr. Krolu dropped in the Polish league. And I was kinda angry at Lemes. It was like 3 years ago. And later, ladies and gentlemen, I was watching Lemes streams and I fell in love in Pala Rifle. And since 3 years, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a huge fan of Professor Lemes. And I'm very happy that I can call him my colleague, okay? And now, ladies and gentlemen, of course, I'm obsessed with Professor Lemes replays. I'm going to watch it. So, yes. Yeah, we started on the kinda, I was kinda, how do you say in English? Like, I couldn't get over it, that he didn't give us a regame in some tournament. Very small tournament back then, but yes, I remember. Yes, I held a grudge, and I was kinda, you know, Mr. Riza is kinda not very nice, you know. It's like, oh, Lemes, you know, like I was like repeating this, reminding him, like in this kinda passive-aggressive type. So yes, 2 years ago, SaulPlayerMan was a little bit different, but you can see that power build, Mr. Francesc. Okay. So Professor Lemes is pretty good in controlling his units. Professor Lemes recently have been learning a little bit of Human Mirror. And ladies and gentlemen, Lemes versus Francesc, let's go. That's amazing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. I'm updating my stream title. So people used to make fun of Lemes that he's terrible in Human Mirror and he's boosted in Pala Rifle, and then he had a very close series versus Mr. Teko. So I believe in Professor Lemes, and let's see what kind of impact power building Archmage can do. I think in general it's not that strong, because on this map you want to do the pull anyway. You got boosted, Altar 2 gets level 3 as first. We will see, Mr. Dragby. I think not. And why I think not? because pro players are not doing it, so that's my only reason. But maybe he wants to make Omega Fast expansion and surprise Lemes. I would go for a Mega Fast Expo. Yep. No? Makrura? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Makrura. We are going for the Makrura. So but the problem is that you don't start with the Golem, and Golem is the best start. Okay. Rip Makrura, this is the cycle of life. Makruras will respawn, don't worry. Okay, so ProSolemus is a little bit slower with the creeping, but this is all calculated. And are we expanding, Mr. Francesc? He's making the tower, so it looks standard. What is this creep road? ProSolemus, cool as cucumber. Close +8, the best item. Close +5 for Mr. Francesc. So he has level 2, he's getting the green, which is nice. But what do you creep next? I think he wants to be aggressive. It's not level 3 creep road, that's 100% sure. ProSolemus is taking already without tower, so Professor Lemes is playing a risky. Risky, this is not a base that can win you base race. And ProSolemus is going for Makrura. ProSolemus forgot close +5. No, Professor, no. I mean, he's stopping the Archmage. How many militia? No, Professor Lemes versus Mighty Makrura. Okay, ProSolemus know that this creature is very strong. Okay. No. You know, he's microing something else, but that's the problem. Okay, Glandy only one worker, probably. And yes, look at this. Francesc will be level 2. 2.9, and Lemes will be level 3, and Lemes is playing the... Lemes lost to Makrura! Lemes lost to Makrura, man. Hello, Mr. 4v4. I'm banned every time on other streams, guy. Nice to see you. Okay. Okay, and Lemes not getting... I'm not getting Makrura, man. Lemes is going in now. But... Okay, 1 kill for... Yeah, level 3 versus level 3, and ProSolemus has the item here. Gloves of haste, that's good, but ProSolemus Archmage is under pressure. Do I like power build? No, I don't like the power build, because it's not very impressive and the creep road was not good. I mean, without the rock golem pool, maybe. Yeah, I know, Mr. Ghost, I know, that's why I call him weird 4v4 guy, but he's actually behaving. He's behaving, so I welcome. I feel like this make a captcha, you know. So if you need to prove that you are a human being, to like some web some captcha, you need to like rotate this picture. I mean, it doesn't matter, I'm not longer in 4v4, but hello Mr. DKS, sorry for not having the new measurements, I'm just extremely busy, guys. So yes, don't worry, Mr. France, weird. If you are behaving, we are all good, sir. Okay, yeah, busy, but good way of busy, Mr. DKS, and the diet is okay. Yeah, but you know, I want to do it on stream, and then I'm casting on stream. Tomorrow I have 18 hours, so definitely there will be a way in. Hello, Mr. Ves, nice to see you. Mr. Ves, I know that Polish tournament is going, of Mr. Maro, not Maro, Mr. Egler. And I see that Professor Lemes is playing versus Francesc. And there, you know, that's a pretty interesting game for me. Okay, so Francesc, what is he doing? Double Sanctum is the plan. ProSolemus with Double Sanctum as well. He's making shop first. MK faster for Professor Lemes. Okay, I'm not going to watch the full games because in 30 minutes I need to go to sleep. It cost more to power build and it didn't help Yellow because they got level 3 exact same time. I mean, we may say that he was in offensive position, but was it that good really? I don't think so. So the power build, yes, we don't like. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I remember when Leon used to experiment with power building versus Night Elf. Okay, so yes, so power build wasn't that good. Actually, TP out after cancelling the Arcane Sanctum. Okay, winner of this. Yeah. So like we can do it after the stream. So I stream for like 30, maybe 40 minutes, Mr. Ves. Thank you for being patient, because tomorrow I will have a cocky, some part of the stream will be a co-casting stream with Mr. Vest. So I'll try to have a Mr. Vest camera. And we can do it tomorrow as well, live on stream, Mr. Vest. Like, if we won't set up it today, it's not going to be worse than Polish Land, so... We don't need to be worried. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, what is happening here? We are both creeping. Professor Lemes is getting his Arcane Sanctum, but only one. As we can see, Francesc, because of this aggression, he has double Arcane Sanctum. And he's not expanding. So, ladies and gentlemen, what time the big celebrations start? I mean, that's the plan. Plan is to start 8 a.m. Central European time or 2 a.m. ET. I don't know what ET means. I remember ET used to be this alien from movies. East time. I don't know, guys. I need to learn the time zones good, how they called. It's not that many time zones. It's 24 time zones, right? So I just need to understand 24 names and relation between them. So that should be easy. Hello, Mr. Glaive. Nice to see you. Welcome. Mr. Glaive, Mr. Long Jacket. Nice to see you, Long Jacket. Welcome, welcome, sir. Mr. Long Jacket, Mr. Glaive, did you like the coaching with Miss Annie? I got positive feedback that she was like having fun, at least on stream. And ladies and gentlemen, we are meeting mighty Professor Lemes. The amount of priests for Professor Lemes is not big. Remember that yellow human is not Lemes. Lemes is blue human and Professor Lemes, MK versus MK, but Professor Lemes MK is getting low. I watch while making pizza for my family. Represents cool, cool, cool. Like, she's very nice, Miss Annie. So and I really think that she liked the micro train. So I think that she strikes me like a person that can like play this micro train for like 6 hours straight. You know this scene from Matrix? I know Kung Fu. So she will be like that. And she's like, I know Holy Light, Bolt, Water Elemental, Synergy. And stuff of preservation. Ladies and gentlemen, so Professor Lemes is 31 supply versus 50. And ladies and gentlemen, the only thing that can help Professor Lemes is his Grande Micro, or when Macro. The problem with emojis is like, if I make emoji, it takes me forever to make one. So I need to find an artist, and how to find the artist, I don't know. And you know, the budget of Polish Powerful University is like usually for Makrura Cups, if I have some spare. But yes, I need to at some point add more emojis. That's definitely true. By the way, you know that if you are like a very big streamer, because of course, because of like help of Mr. Riza and Mr. Badcrams, of course, 250 gifted subs, mamma mia, but I have a lot of subs, and if you have a lot of subs, you have a lot of emote slots. But still, if you have like 20 emotes, still, you know, people don't use them that much. For example, Grabby, you know, he has amazing emotes, but people don't use them that much. They're like few very popular anyway. So yes, but I should do it. I should have better emotes. That's for sure. Okay, I will think about Mr. Cage. I like Mr. Cage. We are in contact a little bit, so. Yes, the Rust emote I made myself. Do you like it, Mr. Long Jacket? My viewers were spamming this when I was trying to learn Rust on stream. That was when I didn't understand something. So. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Professor Lemes is, I'm afraid, dying here. Last moment of Professor Lemes, nice surround on the MK, and ladies and gentlemen, this game is over. Professor Lemes is trying to respond with violence. Explain this. This can't be explained in English, Mr. Vess. This can't be explained. And this is what happens when I try to make my emotes myself. Okay, this P in jar is like, I can't explain this as well. This like goes too deep into Polish community memes. So mathematical ape, no. Okay, it's like I'm digging too deep in my mind to all of those memories. Salt pie. It's a PR. You can have a good PR or bad PR. So like this opinion about you, and it's P in a jar, glass jar. So PR, P jar. Okay, let's not go there. Let's not go there, ladies and gentlemen. It's a long story, and it's like I remember I was streaming in Polish. No, P like P the number 3.14. The very important number in math. So, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, I know, but it was kinda in Ponglish, Mr. Riza, because it started with like Ponglish, because I used to stream in Polish when I have started. There was a lot of Polish streams. But yes, for example, Professor Lemes was always streaming in English, so Professor Lemes was this like bright star that Saul stream in English. With English you can connect with more people. And yes, Mr. Vez is trying to explain this. Good luck, Mr. Lemes. Sorry, Mr. Vez is trying to explain. Good luck with this. And ladies and gentlemen, Professor Lemes needs our help. On the bottom left, it's him. Beast from Poznań. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Lemes needs our help. We are on Last Refuge. What we can say about Last Refuge, ladies and gentlemen? Last Refuge is an expansion map. Usually, because you can creep the Mer Camp. After Mer Camp, you creep 1 green, and then you expand. You have level 3, and you can protect your expansion. But, ladies and gentlemen, some tricky humans, they can creep level 3, of course, with the Mer Camp, but in the offensive way. And when we are expanding, they go to our main base. Mr. Teko and Mr. Defno, they're trying to explain me when to make Arcane Tower in our base and not add in expansion, and what to do when you see when enemy Archmage is crossing the map, but I don't remember what's the exact protocol here. So I hope that both players are going to just expand, because Professor Lemes micro shines in the late game. The more units Professor Lemes has, the better it's for him. Because, as I said, he can shine like a diamond with multiple units. He's playing as a blue human here. He is going for a creep. And ladies and gentlemen, the creep road for both players is exactly the same. Now we need to pull militia, creep the green camp with militia, or pull militia and creep expansion. Let's see what players are going to decide. Remember, it's still open. Either aggression. Lemes is creepy. Lemes is playing one base with defensive creeping. So we have Mr. Lemes. I mean, there is Mr. Fox. There is a lot of like aspects. It's 1-0 for Franek, I think. It's a lot of aspects. So, for example, Rekful was the first. Sadly, Rekful is no longer alive. But like my biggest motivation to be a streamer was watching Rekful. Like, you know, World of Warcraft player, legend, and later Hearthstone, and later in real life streamer, traveling streamer. So yes, I really like Mr. Rekful, of course. And ladies and gentlemen, as we can see, nobody's expanding, and Professor Lemes' defensive position is actually good. Professor Lemes pulled militia, and militia is staying AFK. Professor Lemes is enraged. Professor Lemes is a little bit tired after volleyball session. This militia position tells me that yes, indeed, Professor Lemes is tired, but as you can see, Professor Lemes went for one base, and it was a good read, because Mr. Franek, the yellow human, he wanted to be tricky, and he wanted to harass Professor. And if Professor would expand, he would be very exposed. And now they are both taking, ladies and gentlemen, and Professor Lemes' take is much faster than Mr. Franek. This game is looking good for the mighty Professor Lemes. Mighty. Score. Let me put the score. This best of 3, Mr. Vest, do you remember? Okay, score is 1-0-4. Sadly, not Lemes. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so the game is going to be the tier 2 fight, probably. No one is going for tier 3. But of course, as I said, it's already better for Professor Lemes because he's not behind. And, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Franek tech is very, very late. Mr. Franek is healing. Professor Lemes is creeping. Nice items for Professor, +6 intelligence, +5 cloves. What about Mr. Franek? He sold his item from the Mercam, so it was probably terrible. What is that terrible item? +6 agility, round bracers maybe. What would Mr. Dead Snow say about this game? Very non-standard. Mr. Death Snow would say this Saul. What is this? Is this 1000 MMR Kappa? Those guys are not following the human mirror protocol. But of course, it doesn't mean that they are not strong. Because I never won a game versus Professor Lemes because I have the mental block. And versus Franek, I'm probably like 30%. So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, Naga second means pure aggression. And MK is, of course, much better choice by Professor Lemes. Let me tell you, this Naga is so bad versus Breakers, so Professor Lemes needs to just survive. Professor Lemes is enraged! Professor Lemes is 10 supply behind. Professor Lemes needs to get this Naga. Body blocked by Mr. Franek. Naga is going to evacuate to the Zeppelin. Can she bite? No, she wants to deny herself. Zeppelin! She can't because it's not morning. She can't because it's not morning. Zeppelin unlocks 6 AM in the Warcraft free time. So it's exactly when you hear the rooster making a noise. For English-speaking viewers, how do we call noise that rooster makes? In Polish we say pianie, poguta. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't matter. Let's focus on Warcraft 3. We have very low HP Lemes Archmage. We have Professor Lemes with the Breakers, ladies and gentlemen. And Breakers are amazing versus Naga. Because Cold Arrow can't work on the Breakers. And yes, usually you keep your heroes behind. What I also see that players, they don't like to make Priest early. So in Human Mirror, you usually make 4 Priests at least. And then you add Breakers. But as we can see, in Professor Lemes' army, we have 3 Breakers. And we would love to have some Priests in order to heal our beloved unit. Mr. Franek has still footies leftovers from the early game and he's producing. In English they say, okay, I'm not reading this, Kappa. So I go into the pits of 4v4, much love and good luck, have fun. Thank you, sir. Mr. Ghost, have fun. Have fun. Let's go. And yes, be careful in the 4v4 jungle. You know what can happen there. Hello, Mr. Celtic, nice to see you. Okay, so Professor Lemes is going for a standard choice. Tier 2 expansion is of course very cool. And yes, the longer game goes, the better. Naga is here with Mana Shield. Interesting choice. Supply is even. Hero levels are very similar. Professor Lemes HP is looking better, but not much. And ladies and gentlemen, level 5 on Professor Lemes Archmage, the mighty Water Elemental, is here. Okay. Okay, we are connecting to the priest. Ooh, priest of Mr. Frances exposed. I don't think Mr. Frances is sending militia. Supply is still even. I blame the Naga. Naga is so bad. Okay, but maybe, who knows, maybe Naga will work, but those Breakers, they don't care about the Naga. And with MK, you may say, Saul, MK can't bolt the Breakers, but MK has Bash. I mean, he probably, I don't know, is it the same reason or not, but he wants to push Aline, that's why we have workers here. Level 3 of Lemes MK, supply is still even. Supply is still even, ladies and gentlemen. Tier 2 versus Tier 2, nothing fancy, nothing like crazy is happening.
player's forces are under attack.
And yes, Prosolemes in defensive position. Prosolemes with gold advantage. Prosolemes is accumulating gold. He's ready to go. There is no MK in Mr. Franek army. And gold on Naga. There is no more. There is no more mana on the Naga. Okay. Orc Mauler of Professor Lemes is going back, nicely healed. There is an attempt, Franek is trying hard, but supply favors Lemes more and more. There is no blacksmith for neither player, that's a problematic thing. In the human mirror you need to go for the blacksmith at some point. It's very efficient. I got level 3, so better Cold Arrow. Yes, Prosolemes is pulling his units back very nicely. Like, huge supply lead for Professor Lemes. More breakers are coming. And yes, supply doesn't lie, man. But Franek is still pushing. He's not giving up. Remember what happened in game versus Grabby versus Tyler 1. When Tyler 1 had... Grabby was on 50% of HP. Because Tyler 1 was running back. Mr. Grabby won. Mr. Lemes, his MK survived, and look at those breakers. There is absolutely no mana on all of the Franek units, and I think, ladies and gentlemen, that we can celebrate game number 3 of this amazing human mirror between Mighty Professor and Polish, very active recently, human player, Mr. Franek. So we are waiting for them to host, right? It's 1-1. It's 1-1. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just checking some start. Let me see. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me check how the big Warcraft 3 universe is behaving. So, in other words, maybe a little bit less complicated, how the training is going for all of the OnlyFunks players. And Mr. Ampy is going up, ladies and gentlemen. Dandy is in game, Ampy is in game, Guzu is taking weekends off, Tyler 1 is live, Skippy is in game, Mr. Soda Poppin is playing, Annie, she is streaming World of Warcraft, Sanglitters, she's streaming World of Warcraft, so they're on the break. And yes, Annie MMR today dropped a lot. How many games she lost today? Hopefully the coaching will help a little bit, but yeah, let's see about that. Okay, so how many games she lost? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. She lost versus Skippy, that is 325 MMR. Okay. Skippy is not Soda, by the way.
Go on.
And hello, Mr. Badcramp.
Cry.
I'm guessing that's Mr. Badcramp. Thank you, Mr. Badcramp, for the paid Tangia. And yes, Mr. Badcramp, sorry, but I didn't change. I mean, I'm saying sorry that I didn't increase the price. Sorry, Mr. Badcramp, that you can't pay more for this alert. But yes, hello, Mr. Teko. Yeah. Let me tell you, Mr. Teko, I had to, thank you for Peppo Cheers, sir. I had to, how do you say in English? Revalue? I had to, like, change my approach. Because, like, I wasn't aware about the meta for very low MMR. But now I understand it a little bit better, so... I think that making the ultimate army composition quickly is better than just trying to play fancy schmancy meta, basically. Because if you move slowly, you creep slowly, your opponent is doing usually the same. You know, they are moving slowly, creeping slowly, macroing slowly. So if you just make ultimate army composition, you win. Because you have it faster, and you have Inner Fire Knights, and Inner Fire Knights can devour everything. So yes, that's definitely a case. And by the way, spoiler for the viewers, at Monday I may, it's not
I don't
certain.
know who you are. I don't know where you are. But you may want to start changing your ways.
Yeah, that's a good point, Mr. Badcrams. Thank you for changing your ways. I may have a coaching with Mr. Guzu. It's not certain, but we are talking. Let's see what kind of condition I will be after an 18-hour stream. Okay. But I think that Mr. Guzu, because look, Mr. Guzu he needs to learn how to play Night Elf and Orc, and then it will be him versus Dandy probably in the final, right? Because versus Skippy and Geronimo and Ani and Sanglitters he can just win with just pure Pala Rifle without any adjustments, because yes, his MMR is pretty high. So if you figure out how to play versus Ampy and Tyler, Mr. Badcrabs, I think the problem with Mr. Soda, I can't even, like, maybe I should watch more of him. Lemez won! It's Lemez versus Krolu. Okay. Lemez versus Krolu. That's like, okay, let's watch one game. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Soda is a little bit like, you know, I think he does not enjoy Warcraft 3 too much. At least that's my vibe. Or maybe he's always like that. Watching. And let me tell you, Professor Lemez is a beast. Okay, let me watch this game. And I will go, like, I will rate somebody. Sorry for like a shorter stream, but yes, the stream tomorrow, I need to be ready. Papa Soda has at least played. Hello, Mr. Graham. Yeah, I need to wait myself. But tomorrow. Soda seems addicted to Warcraft right now. Hello, Mr. Wujek Marian too. Good to hear, but you can be addicted in a good way or in the bad way. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Professor Lemez. Hello, everybody. I want to watch Professor Lemez games because Professor Lemez games are amazing. And I don't know why. I thought that Lemez lost the first game, or maybe my casting is so bad. I don't know what happened here. But what I do know, ladies and gentlemen, that Lemez is playing versus very, very, very good Orc. And Professor Lemez knows how to play versus very, very good Orcs. As Mr. Grime, I do apologize. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see. We have, on the top left, Mr. Krolu, Polish big streamer. On the top right, Professor Lemez. Thank you, Mr. Badcrams, for the huge magnified emote. Professor Lemez. He's a veteran of playing versus Orc in tournaments. Makura #1, Makura Cup. He played versus Knopf. Full best of 7. 7 games in a row. And Professor Lemez delivered the victory. And it's going to be magnificent Carson. Hello, Mr. Carson. Nice to see you. Makura #2, he was playing versus Taesiog. And Taesiog was playing this weird new development that was popularized almost. That's a nice combination of gigantic emotes. Thank you, Mr. Badcrams, for the support, sir, as usual. Thank you, sir. And look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Professor Lemez versus very good Orc. And this Orc is pretty good, but Professor Lemez is good versus stuff like that, and I see it's going to be aggression. Aggression, ladies and gentlemen. So Orc is testing the waters, right? If you make double barracks, basically you say, but Professor Lemez has a new development. He's using the new build order for Polish Rifle University. He's using the improved build order. So he'll get one camp for free. Almost. Item. Link +4, that's a good item. First Rifleman is here. And the new build order is already operational. And no steal. Professor Lemez with full experience. Okay, but ladies and gentlemen, remember, double Headhunter. New addition. No TC grants. No nothing. Come on, Lemez. You can do it. You can do it, Professor. Okay, so Orc is going for pure aggression. Of course, Orc can go for Mr. Krolu. He can go for the tag at some point. I saw it in like sewing games. But you know, this build has been tested on pro level, and those like those crazy yes, go Mr. Lemons, go Polar Rifle. Hello Mr. Grove, how are you doing, sir? Interesting because this double aggression usually play versus somebody that you can easily out micro. Because like for example, when I try to play versus some new Polar Rifle player, I go for double rugs, but Lemons is not that easy to out micro, right? And let's see if Mr. Crowley will go for a tier 3 or not, because you can kinda go for tier 3 with this, but not really. And ladies and gentlemen, maybe it will work. Professor Lemons has half HP on his Paladin, but remember that Lemons, because of the new Polar Rifle build order development, oh, the body blocks, Professor Lemons getting into the trouble. Professor Lemons needs to creep this, Professor Lemons needs to get Divine Shield. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, cool, Mr. Grohel, nice to see you. Look at this, Professor Lemons wants to get Divine Shield. I think he's going for Divine Shield with this, right? Yes, okay, this laming is not that bad, not that good, because you need to kill something, and in order to kill something, you need to go deep to the human base. Okay, killing 3 workers is bad for Lemons. 1 worker dead. Lemons is stuffing back, it's not a full TP. Holy Light? 1 worker only? It's not much, okay. And the question remains, Professor Lemons with Aura! Professor Lemons with Aura! Professor Lemons is crazy! Aura? Yeah, because it's double Rax Aline, so if Professor Lemons survives until tier 2 is GG. But Professor Lemons, he needs to pull Militia, a little bit weird position, and I think that this Aura is going to backfire, but Professor Lemons knows better. Professor Lemons is surprised, man. Professor Lemons is surprised. Maybe he built the base wrong, I don't know, but if somebody can micro this, is Professor Lemons. This build was tested by Sowin and other guys. And somehow those Fortitudes and other human players, Polar Rifle players, they were able to survive. But look, there is no Divine Shield. Professor Lemons is over. It's over. It's over. No, it's over. Mark my words, Mr. Vess. Like, Lemons is dead zone now. You can't have that low HP on the Paladin.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yep. Lemons out micro. Like, you need to have a bigger base, man. Like, bigger opening. Like, with early Arcane Tower, that SaulPlayerMan is saying that it's good versus oppressive orcs. With early Arcane Tower, you have much better chance. Is it winnable? I mean, it depends in which moment you go for Divine Shield, right? But yes, Professor Lemons was out of position. Like, he got out-microed. I thought that he can't be out-microed like that. But, ladies and gentlemen, that's why we play for a little bit... hello, Mr. Bujek Mariam. That's why you go for these little bit crazy strategies, right? Hello, Mr. Francis. Nice to see you. So, basically, it's... Polar Rifle player, we can't know how many headhunters they are coming. We can judge by the amount of headhunters. So, what I would do... I would basically go for 4 rifle tag with Arcane Tower before tag when I see that many headhunters, and I would just dance a little bit close to the Arcane Tower. Hello, Mr. Francis, nice to see you. And the game 2 is already done. 1-0 for Mr. Last Dance, Mr. Krolu. Professor Lemons needs our support. Come on, Professor Lemons, come on. He got out microed. Not like this. Okay, and now we can start the mind games, because now Professor Lemons might like, oh, what this guy is doing, is he going to do it again? And you know, you build your base that is a little bit open, that you can plug at tier 2, because you need to be able to kiting. Professor Lemons with the new build order. This is a very good map for the new build order. That you create with 4 militia and 1 early paladin. And it's going to be Headhunter Open Air with... I would play Blade Master Mirror Image now. Farseer. Okay, so... Because... I would go Blade Master Mirror Image because Professor Lemons will... It's quite likely that he may overreact. Because he can feel the aggression again. But again, look at the base layout! I like this base layout versus, like, I don't know, if opponent is not going to harass us early, but when opponent wants to lame us in the mid game. But you need to have a little bit of more opening, so go enter and exit your base, basically. So that's what I would suggest. And you make this base layout versus everything. Because if you want to, you can plug it with 2 farms. And we saw that Professor Lemus was out of position. His Paladin was split with his rifles, and he could just right-click hard. And ladies and gentlemen, you may say, oh, Professor Lemus, he's enraged now. He's enraged. He is enraged. Come on, Lemus, come on. You can do it. Okay, Paladin is here. Hi, Mr. Simon, nice to see you. Thank you for the nice words, sir. And Professor Lemus, I hope is going to be #1 as well. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, 18-hour stream. Let's go. Come on, come on. Okay, so Professor Lemus is getting again a nice. Look at this build order rocks. You get 1 camp for free with ring +4, man. And this time it's normal. So we need to count the headhunters. And Professor Lemus already with better defensive position, I hope. Yeah, you need to attack. You need to attack with the Paladin. Maybe not, I don't know. Okay, 3 rifles. So now Professor Lemus will see 1 headhunter, okay. Mr. Krolu, Polish streamer. And they have a Polish tournament that I'm not casting because I was late. Yes, Polish player Krolu, very big streamer. Streaming in Polish. And he have been playing recently more. I saw him like versus Happy. I casted his game versus Happy. Why would it matter for para rifle player if it's must have 101 rags? Just proceed as usual. Yes, but you may 1 arcane tower earlier and stay under the arcane tower. Because the Masked Hunter can just pressure you. But so maybe you are right, Mr. Francis. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe you just need to believe in Pala Rifle. Okay, so Professor Lemus is feeling a little bit better now. He wants to get level 2 with just militia, which is funny. Is it enough? No need overreacting. Yeah, if you have good base layout, probably that's true. Okay, Professor Lemus is a little bit Holy Light! You need to get the Murloc. The wolf. Get the wolf. He can't resummon. Good. Okay. Micro. Professor Lemus is enraged. No! Okay, it's not easy for me to watch. One of the rare games when I'm stressing, man. Because I'm rooting for Lemus. No, not in front! Well, we have level 2 versus 1.3. That's good. Aggression, pure aggression, again. Are you ready, Lemus? Are you ready? Why no Divine Shield, bro, versus this? You can just right-click him. Look at this! Pure aggression! I played like that, like, versus Oli. Yeah, he doesn't need to fight, he just needs to wait for the... Look at this Paladin, he can't enter his base because of this layout.
Town is under siege.
Like... This altar will stay alive, that's for sure. Headhunters can't kill it. Okay, Staff of Telly. So yes, we need to wait until Blood Mage and Long Rifle is out. And then we Gucci. He's stepping back. Okay. Just no hurry as Mr. Okay, no hurry, Lemus, no hurry. Wait for the range. No hurry. Okay, good. Look at those red HP headhunters. Actually, it's tier 3 with tower. Okay, that's weird. Why tower? We are pushing him. 1 rifle down. Okay, Blood Mage, Daddy Blood Mage. Pull militia, pull militia. No, another rifleman, no. Okay. These I would give Orc now 60. No, the Paladin! No! Buy potion! Buy potion! Okay, so
A player's forces are
double
under
tower. That's weird. Like Lemes can't push the Orc. Like no way. He lost so many rifles. Lemes is going to play tier 3. Just have to wait for enough rifle and blood mage and easy fight. Yes, but the question is how many buildings Orc can kill. By the way, if you want to make a tight base layout, this is the moment. This is the moment, ladies and gentlemen, because now Orc can do the hybrid laming, right? So now we should close our base. Now we need to make our base tight
under attack.
and not before tier 2. So I always like to have this double opening and go out and go into the base. And yes, I like that Lemes is creeping, but yes, Orc is going to hybrid lame. Hybrid laming. Is Orc gonna do anything on tier 3 or only breakers? You mean a human or Orc? Orc has Berserkers, sorry, Berserkers. A Berserker and a Tri-Hero. He's blocking himself. He stuffed the Paladin only. That's fine. Why? He has no TP, right? He has a TP. He's losing one AFK Rifleman. What is this? I mean, concrete, it's Mr. Grohel, it's like... Mr. Krolu is like he can't believe how far ahead he is. Like, he's getting ready for Lemes pushing him, and let me tell you, there is no Lemes pushing him. Okay, he went too deep, TP forced. TP forced with just Paladin, but he has tier 3. Lemes is tired after volleyball, yes. So I remember when I was very young, I was like 6, 7 years old, and I was watching some Polish TV show, and I didn't know what irony is, or like lying. I didn't understand this concept that well, at least like more sophisticated ones. And I was watching this Polish TV show, and there was like, you know, this badass uncle was visiting like some, some family. And you know the like main character, like a daughter in my age, so like 7-year-old daughter's like, hey uncle, why you have a black eye and why you look like you are drunk since like 1 week? And the uncle's like, elephant hit me. I met elephant and elephant hit me. You know, some bullshit that you say to children when you want to sound cool. I was like, is really he met an elephant? Really? I was trying to figure it out. So on this stream we say that Lemes is tired. Lemes is tired after volleyball. But Lemes got flute, ladies and gentlemen. So in Polish we also say that luck favors winners. And yes. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, yes, Lemes is tired after volleyball. Definitely. And hybrid laming continues, which is weird. Zeppelin drop, hybrid laming, okay. This is waste, just spam rifle. Mr. Francis understands Pala rifle very well. And Professor Lemes understands flame strike technology. What is Fallen Bunley? I don't know, Mr. Kinsin. Can you this again? Slong and elephant. Volleyball. Volleyball! Volleyball is a sport that Professor Lemes... Oh no! Attack! He lost the mind games. So Shadow Hunter is creeping nicely. Yeah, I do agree with you, Mr. Francis. I do agree, but I also see the Pala Rifle perspective that you need to have an open base. Next level is that Lemes is losing on purpose, so Pala Rifle doesn't look so OP. Yes, you mean that after me winning versus Grabby? Yes, we already are like in the Pala Rifle nerf territory. So, so Lemes is going to like lose everything now. Even though it's not a big televised game, Kappa. So what is the Shadow Hunter doing? Shadow Hunter is creeping level 3. I like it. Dolor is watching. That's great. Mr. Dondalore. Dondolare. Come on. Come on. Yep. Professor Lemons is being lamed hard. And let me tell you, he's enraged. He is enraged, but the good news, you know what will be terrible news? Orc with expansion. But there is no expansion, ladies and gentlemen, for the Orc, so that's the only say. No, the priest Lemons is tired after volleyball, clearly. He's so tired. Ay, 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 ay. Yep. And why not Tiny Great Hall with Shadow Hunter? How is the lumber situation? Maybe we can't afford. I mean, Great Hall calls lumber, so maybe it would be better. I don't know. Definitely, ladies and gentlemen, Professor Lemons is getting enraged. Professor Lemons knows that he needs tier 3 technology, he needs MK and 1 Knight and Staff of Preservation. Professor Lemons bought the Scroll of Teleportation, but he doesn't have enough for the workshop. As we can see, the hybrid laming continues. And Professor Lemons is sending... he forgot to send one rifleman. He actually sent two. No cancel! No cancel! That's a start. That's a start. No cancel. Have you seen? That's good. That's good for Lemons. Flame Strike is good versus Headhunter. I would prefer the Ethereal combo. Yes, versus mass Headhunters you need a Flame Strike. It was proven on high level by Mr. Infi. And Mr. Lemons was vocal about this as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the hybrid laming continues, but this Shadow Hunter will be like level 4. And the red items. Cloak is terrible item. He has 0 melee heroes. Professor Lemons is afraid. Thank God that Krollu is not making Taurens, let me tell you that. Krollu is actually still making unit composition that Lemons can beat. And, you know, of course Shadow Hunter is strong, but still Lemons can go for the mana drain, right? Okay, so do we have Speed Scroll? No. TP Force, that's good. Professor Lemons sent his rifles. There is no Raiders, by the way. I mean, there is a Hex. On Shadow Hunter will be level 5.
A town is under siege.
Okay.
A player's forces are under attack.
Ay. What is more dwarf? Sell the Cloak of Flames or buy melee hero just for the item? No way. You can't buy. 1 Gyro Scouting, all would be key. Well, at this point when Zeppelin is gone, maybe we can just scout with Invisible Rifleman, but we are not going that many Sorks. Man, Shadow Hunter will be level 5. Shadow Hunter will be level 5, man. Okay, the 2 rifles are here. Are they going to fight? Supply is still even, and Lemons is going tier 3. And Lemons is going tier 3, man. It's looking good for Orc. 3-1 upgrades versus 2-0. 3-1 upgrades. That's impressive. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Professor Lemons is seeing the Shadow Hunter for the first time. This fight is not looking good for Lemons. Flame Strike is good though. There is no Divine Shield, there is Healing Scroll. Healing Scroll use. Professor Lemons is not draining mana. Instant Hex. There is no Dispel. Professor Lemons with his own Zeppelin. Supply is dropping rapidly for Lemons. Okay, Shadow Hunter still has a lot of mana. Another Hex is used. Paladin with a lot of mana. Rifles are dying. Professor Lemons is dying here. Speed Scroll means aggression. He wants to chase. Blood Mage will survive this. Another Hex. There is no banish. Flame Strike himself. Flame Strike yourself. That's beautiful Flame Strike, ladies and gentlemen. Sadly, there is no banish. The wolves, they're just baby wolves. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Lemons is microing this okay, actually. He's coming back. The supply is even. There is no expansion. Professor Lemons has tier 3. Professor Lemons is winning this. If Professor Lemons is not going to lose his Paladin. 80, so there is potential for Hex. There is potential for Hex. Professor Lemons is winning. Professor Lemons won, man. Yeah, Shadow Hunter level 5 or not, if you take all of the mana from him. Not overconfident, but the problem is that this is not Masthead Hunters. Is not the game-winning composition. If Mr. Krollu would like, that's what I would do. I don't know if I'm right, but I would be afraid of Taurens. Very. Hex, but this is enough. And Lemons is going to kite back. Lemons is going to kite back this because he's waiting for tier 3 power spike. What about Bloodlust? Everything seems better, just pure headhunters. Because even though they have amazing upgrades, you know, you can't outvalue this without super high damage. Oh no, 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 no. Where is the MK? No! 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 The head of Polar Rifle. No!
Are under attack.
Hello, Mr. Dondo. No! The Zeppelin to the rescue! Human Riley points? Yes. It should be buffed. That we can, like, Terran buildings in StarCraft 2, they can fly. So we can do it with farms. That you can, like, make farm as a flying unit. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Lemes has the supply lead, Org is long distance mining, and ladies and gentlemen, the game is over. The game is over. Professor Lemes is not going he's not going to lose this. Well, seeing pros tag at the Meg. Really dislike Flamestrike 2. Mr. Francis, if he showed us versus Lin that Flamestrike is good and we kinda like Flamestrike. Mr. Pato! Mr. Pato, welcome sir. Nice to see you. Hello to Brazil. I don't know any word in Portuguese, but thank you Mr. Pato for the raid. And I'm watching Professor Lemes. I'm watching Professor Lemes, this Mr. Krolu, Mr. Ina. Brigado. So, welcome everybody, my name is SaulPlayerMan, shout out to Mr. Pato. How the qualifier went, let me check. And Professor Lemes was Omega behind, but Org decided to make Masked Hunter. Like, early game by Mr. Krolu was amazing. We win, bro, for you. Okay, let me see. Yeah, this. Already in the past. So, Krolu, okay, maybe here Mr. Krolu can do something. Because Lemes has tier 3 as well, and Lemes has Staff of Sanctuary, and Lemes with Staff of Sanctuary is amazing. Maybe there will be maybe Professor Lemes will do some... Okay, look at this Flame Strike! How you can dislike the Flame Strike versus Masked Hunters? And Clap plus Flame Strike, this is the game over. This is the game over, ladies and gentlemen. The Farsi will just melt, Professor Lemes. Org gave him time. Org had like 80% to win this game in one moment, but he gave him time and he was just... Imagine if instead of making 3-1 upgrades, he would do like 1-1 upgrades and turrets. I think that would be much better. And I thought Mr. Krolu had a winning position. And I'm very excited for game number 3 that I'm actually going to cast as well. I mean, Tiny Great Hall, like, he had so much time for Tiny Great Hall. I mean, he's still trying. Paladin is... But there is a TP and there is no mana. And Professor Lemes is just... Can just teleport Zeppelin. Yep, Professor Lemes, cool as cucumber. Now he can reposition another Zeppelin. And I'm excited for game number 3 because it's 1-0. Paladin 18 armor. That's a nice armor value. Okay, so no... Professor Lemes is still mining. Org is still mining, okay, but he's long distance mining because he doesn't want to make any lumber investments anymore. Hey, Mr. Pato, again, thank you for the raid. And let me see how the bracket looked. Really quickly. What is this game? A Polish tournament. I'm following Professor Lemes. Yeah, Pato. It was Pato versus Krav? Pato versus Krav? Or Fish? Probably versus Krav. Congratulations, Mr. Pato, and I wish you luck in the next phase of the Dolphin qualifier. And yes, Mr. Pato, very, very, very cool guy. Thank you for the raid, sir. Nice to see you. Yes, it's a Polish... the grid is not on Wikipedia, I think. It's somewhere on my Discord. Of Narbu tournament. Do you mean Pato or where Lemes is? Is this Narbu? It's Mr. Glare. Oh, thank you, Mr. Cover. It's Mario Cup 1. Thank you, Mr. Cover, for that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what's now? Okay. Organized by Lag TV Smurf. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I still think that Lemes is no way that he will lose this. It's an Arbu tournament. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, what's now? So, do we have Inner Fire? No. Lemes is expanding, actually.
A player's forces are under attack.
He's not going to let it go. Professor bought Nike boots for his MK. Well, better position for Club. And Club is deadly. New Balance. I always buy the cheapest from Allegro and Polish eBay with my size. My size is 13 American or 47.5 European or 31 centimeters or 31.5. Hello, Mr. Sixon, nice to see you. Ladies and gentlemen, Holy Light on the MK, Flame Strike. He cancelled his own Flame Strike. He cancelled his own Flame Strike, man. Bigfoot, yes, I'm a big ape. Oosh! Nice Club, level 3. The Club is getting better and better. Where Lemes has this supply, he has the Knights. And we get a huge raid from Back to Warcraft. Thank you, Mr. Carson. Nice to see you, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight I'm going making a shorter stream, but I really appreciate the raid. Priests are AFK. Yes, priests are waiting, and it's 1-1, ladies and gentlemen. So, you know that I like Polar Rifle, and you, of course, know that I follow, ladies and gentlemen. That's a funny story, Mr. Sixa, yeah. But yes, so welcome everybody from Back to Warcraft. I had that amazing final, Mr. Pato versus Kraft. Congratulations to Mr. Pato. And shout out to Mr. Pato for the raid, of course. And welcome everybody from Back to Warcraft. My name is SaulPlayerMan. And let me tell you, are we excited, ladies and gentlemen, about what is happening in the Warcraft 3 community? Grabby tournament is coming, Dolphin Cup is coming, M Cup is coming, this cup with weird rules. So there is so much Warcraft reaction, and there is also Polish tournament, apparently, a one-day tournament organized by Mr. Smurf/Narbu, and I'm following Professor Lemes a little bit. So yes, Professor Lemes is the original guy that popularized Polar Rifle. Of course, I felt in love with watching Professor Lemes Polar Rifle streams and games. And by the way, I need to work on emote with Professor Lemes, because I said, Professor Lemes, can I use your face as an emote? And he said, Saul, I don't know. And I sent him like a proposal. I said, like, maybe this. Like, Professor Lemes, can I use this picture as emote? Because this is how Professor Lemes looks like. And Professor Lemes is like, Saul, if you want to use my face as your emote, use this. And ladies and gentlemen, I need to step up. But you can see how cool is the Polar Rifle University professor, Professor Lemes, and he's playing versus very good orc from Poland, Mr. Krolu. And ladies and gentlemen, yes, I'm going to watch this game because it's the decider. The story is 1-1. And yes, after this game, I go to sleep. Because I have 18-hour stream tomorrow. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so yes, that's what is happening here. And Professor Lemes is going for the old school build order. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Lemes is under pressure. Mr. Toxi, Dr. Toxi, what do you think? There is no new build order. Here. When you're gonna stream 18 hours? Tomorrow. Or, yes, tomorrow is 18. That's the time zone. So welcome everybody. Thank you, Mr. Carlton, for the raid. Thank you for the follow, Mr. KK Tom. Mr. Lord Sue, and thank you again for the raid. And guys, we have high MMR Poly Rifle action, and actually Professor Lemes is going for the old school build order. Maybe it's the muscle memory, or maybe he knows how to make a better base layout with the old build order. And hello, Mr. Grinchy Uno. Warcraft 3 18 hours hype train, yes, for to celebrate. I had a hype train level 17. Thank you. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to sleep soon, and I'm going to wake up, and tomorrow it will be full day of Warcraft 3 action on this stream and on many other streams, of course. So let's celebrate Warcraft, because Warcraft is an amazing game. Ladies and gentlemen, what happened in the 2 previous games? Because I need to update the score, because the score is 1-1. And let me tell you, we are watching Pala Rifle versus Orc. And this Orc likes to pressure early. And ladies and gentlemen, this Orc is going to play TC Grants. But if you want to play TC Grounds versus Pala Rifle, you need to expand. If you don't know, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Happy, you probably know because it's a very famous replay. Mr. Happy played versus Lemes and he played TC Grounds mass laming. But he was able to expand extremely quickly. And ladies and gentlemen, are we going to see good scouting for Professor Lemes? Because in order to stop this grand spawn, you need to grounds spawn. You need to have a good scout. When do we scout versus Orc? Because we don't have full vision. When we see that Orc is passive, it means 3 things: Farseer creeping expansion, TC creeping expansion, or Blade Master mirror image creeping no expansion. So as you can hear, there is a lot of expansion here. So ladies and gentlemen, let's see what is going to happen here. Mr. Toxi, who is a researcher on Polish Parafil University, he says that we should go. Hey, I found you from Guzu video. Hello, Mr. Renef. Yes, there is so much action in Warcraft 3 that basically, like, I'm overwhelmed with the follows, with the subs on YouTube, and with the subs in Warcraft 3 as well, on Twitch as well. So thank you for that. And yes, there is a new YouTube video probably on my YouTube channel. I need to post one more before I go to sleep. And ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, when you creep with TC, there is no wolves that Farseer can summon. So you need to tank with your head, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys, I really like to cast. And ladies and gentlemen, research, yes, the research department. And Mr. Jurko with the subs. Speaking about subs, thank you for the huge support, sir. Makra for you. Thank you for the tier 1, of course. Thank you for the sub. 3 months. Thank you, Mr. Jurko. Ladies and gentlemen, TC got level 2 and we are not waiting with a second spell. We go for Shockwave. Shockwave is good for laming, but also if Pala Rifle player is going to attack you in the middle of the game, you want to have Shockwave, because with Shockwave you can actually out damage the Holy Light. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let's see what is going to happen here. And yes, expansion. Remember that in order to spam grants like Mr. Happy did, you need to make an expansion. And ladies and gentlemen, Professor Lemes, do you think that it's going to be the Expo? So far, Professor Lemes is crossing the map. He's making the Arcane Tower. He knows that something is fishy. And look at this. The creeping continues. And I'm expecting 1 peon transfer. Is there peon here already? Because I'm expecting the Expo. Or maybe Mr. Crow is like, everybody expands the Expo Soul. I'm going to play tricky. And I'm going to expand later. As we can see, TC is still on level 2. TC still needs to creep 1 more camp. And ladies and gentlemen, well, Mr. Riza, I got demoted to janitor of Polish Parafil University. But yes, definitely Professor Lemes and Mr. Toxi, they are very competitive. That's beautiful. So, ladies and gentlemen, yes, level 3 versus level 3. And Professor Lemes is scouting with entire army. That's what good Pala Rifle players do. And he's going to the shop. He knows that it's Tauren Chieftain. Professor Lemes is like, aha, it's going to be grand. And this peon is going to die. Professor Lemes knows that Tauren is TC is going to our base. And Professor Lemes, what are you going to do about that? It looks like, ladies and gentlemen, Professor Lemes will creep a green cap and teleport out, because there is nothing you can do. Maybe there is not even time to teleport out. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Lemes, I would teleport versus this. You don't want to lose. You don't want to lose too much. Okay, Mr. Kroll with the surround. He's missing the surround. He got the surround. Professor Lemes is... What is he doing? Why you are not creeping? Okay, Professor Lemes is going on foot. So 1 rifleman is dead. There is no expansion. Professor Lemes is tier 2, which is great. Shockwave on buildings? It's not a full wall of, trust me on that. Okay, Shockwave on buildings. I mean, if you want to use a lot of shockwaves on buildings, that's fine. And you force repair. No, but the Blood Mage is already on the way. Long Rifle Range is already on the way. So I don't know if this Shockwave is worth it. Okay. I mean, Mr. Growhay is like, every Pala Rifle player has this additional lose condition. If Blacksmith dies for longer than 1 minute, the game is over. Who is this orc? His name is Mr. Krolu, and he's a big active Polish streamer who is probably streaming this game right now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, he streams in Polish, so if you like to watch orc gameplay in Polish, that's a good place for you. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Toxi with strong words that orc lost. But ladies and gentlemen, you can go, of course, for very, very, very strong. No, the Lemes, no Lemes, no Lemes, no Lemes, no. Okay. So okay, Sorks, ladies, and expansions. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Lemes is like shark that tried human flesh, Kappa. you know those horror stories. You know horror stories that if shark tried human flesh, he will like try to find humans and eat them. When Professor Lemes saw expansion once in this game, Professor Lemes is like, I know that you are cooking some expansion, Mr. Orc, you dirty orc. I'm going to prevent this expansion over and over again. And ladies and gentlemen, how much Professor Lemes is going to invest into the base defensive? Professor Lemes' lumber is not looking that bad, but Professor Lemes needs some time. Expansion cancelled again, and there is a peon here. Professor Lemes spotted the peon, but Orc is still laming, ladies and gentlemen, and remember, we don't have the anti-laming technology just yet. Ladies and gentlemen, hello Mr. Nicola, nice to see you, and thank you for positive words again. Mr. Grabby, thank you for inviting me and giving me this opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, the Sorg ladies, the slow duration is pretty long, ladies and gentlemen. Professor Lemes is looking for the expansion. There is no... this shockwave doesn't do that much, man. It's looking good for Lemes. Not gonna lie here. We are on tier 2 with just pure grants. Mr. Crowley with 1000 gold. It's looking bad, man. It's looking bad. Mr. FIFA Sports, yes, I was able to win a game versus Grabby, but it wasn't a real game. It was a practice game. Grabby just told Soda there is no poly rifle timing that cancels your expansion. I hope he asks. No, Mr. Carson, no. I hope not. Too much stress, too much stress. But yes, of course, shout out to Mr. Grabby for giving me the opportunity. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's focus on this game. So, it's going to be Zeppelin laming, but ladies and gentlemen, in order to make the Operation National Zeppelin lame, you need to have a healthy army. Because you are just going to die to militia. Or maybe the plan is to shockwave the militia. Okay, there are 3 grounds here. What is Professor Lemes doing? Professor Lemes is making more towers. I would recommend Mercenary upgrade. By the way, Mercenary upgrade is it good? Yeah, it's good versus TC because it gives plus 10% HP, right? Plus 10% HP. By the way, Mr. Carson, are you still listening? Because I have a funny story. So today, Mr. Grabby posted a video from the game, like this over-explained games versus Pala Rifle that he recorded. I mean, like he played versus me, and Mr. Tyler one was with him. And you know, I commented under the video, and I said that thank you for this invite and like positive vibes. Thank you everybody for the chance. And somebody was like, oh, SaulPlayerMan, like cool, nice game, GG, you know. And one guy commented, bro, you won versus ex-orc world champion. Pala Rifle needs to be nerfed to the ground. I love this comment, because you are nobody. You are nobody, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, I kinda agree on the haters. Lemes, please win. I mean, Mr. Gromhell, supply favors Lemes. Lemes is not going tier 3. Lemes has gyrocopter. Lemes is swimming in lumber, and Mr. Crow is tier 2. So, Mr. Gromhell, in football terms, in Polish football term, You are leading 2-0 and it's minute number 65. Okay, and the opponent team's enemy team wants to win. Very unlikely. Possible, but very, very unlikely, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what's now? What's now? So, Professor Lemes has the Zeppelin. Professor Lemes has Sword Ladies. Professor Lemes is going tier 3. That's a very good advice to go tier 3 versus Orc. Healing wards are amazing. This freaking Granite Golem is dealing so much damage. Mr. Krolu will be level 5. He has Staff of Teleportation. Professor Lemes, of course, is going to cancel the expansion. And let me tell you, this base is not immune to the lames. This game is not immune. Farsi Shadow Fire Lord look good too. I mean, the problem is that I don't have much experience versus the second style. So, for example, if Mr. Grab would play versus Lemes, it would be a very, very, very even game. Okay, Krollo is just creeping for gold because he's playing solo hero. Invisibility. He sold the stuff. Okay. So he wants to go in. He wants to go in. We have 3... Okay, he has triple arcane? I kinda like triple arcane, but the damage output is not that big. Like, he wants to, like, suck the mana from the TC immediately. Is there Staff of Teleportation? There is no Staff of Tele. Okay. I think I would TP. I would TP. I don't want to let him to kill too much. I think I'll just TP. Look at this, the gyrocopter. You need to send one rifle. The Sword Ladies died! The Sword Ladies died for nothing! Professor Lemes is stubborn! Can you get one grant? Okay, he got 0 grants? Okay, Mr. Gromhel, the enemy team scored a goal. It's 2-1 for Lemes, and it's 20 minutes before the end of the game. And the arbiter, the referee, he will add some time. So, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, that was a pretty good lane. Lemes lost like a lot. Yeah, at the end of the game, this is a value game. So Professor Lemes is checking everything. And you know, this situation is going to repeat itself. So you need to have Blood Mage with Staff of Teleportation. You need to have Blood Mage like here. And just drain the TC immediately. Where he's going? He wants to... Okay, staff for staff. I don't like this stuff here by the TC. TC should just spend mana and get level 6 by killing Lemes' economy. Almost entire map is crapped. Doesn't have level 2 mercenary? No, but he has level tier 3 and he should go for the MK soon. Yes, MK is on the way. Professor Lemes needs to kill one worker! Kill one worker, Lemes! You can't be 51! I'm 32 years old and I feel bad. And you can't be 51, man. You need to be 50. More grants? 2 grants. Okay. Kill one worker! Kill one worker, Professor. Keep one rifleman here. What about lightning shield? I mean, then we are making fighting army. So, 51. Okay, he's killing. Okay, good. Get back the lumber. Yes, grant the MK is important, but he needs to like chase the TC. With Orc, it doesn't matter. Just make more stuff and run at them. That sounds about right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Professor Lemes knows about expansion. Professor Lemes knows about the TC movement. Professor Lemes has Master Sorks, so he can use Polymorph. Professor Lemes is playing Flame Strike. But the good news for Orc fans, expansion is slowly going up. I mean, I would say that the game is kinda open, but MK is a game changer, of course, because with MK you can chase much better. Professor Lemes is tired after volleyball. Okay. That's what happens when you play too much outside. You need to play inside, in front of your computer. Ay, 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 ay. Okay, I think we are fighting. I think we are fighting. What is the experience on the TC? Not that much. How many heal scroll we talking? 2 heal scrolls. I think Lemes wins this. I think Lemes wins this fight. Straight away. He has freaking polymorph. Poly and heal scroll, nice. But Orc has double mana potion, man. But Blood Mage is level 3. I don't know. Flame Strike, Heal Scroll, TC. Okay, MK survives. Board the TC and drain him. Okay, Shadow Hunter needs to... Blood Mage needs to carry this. Drain the TC. Lemes is kiting, but it's still open. It's still open, ladies and gentlemen. Nice Shockwave. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how many heal scrolls? All heal scrolls are gone, so a double mana potion is present on the TC. Look at this Shockwave. He's laning, he's getting Shockwave ready, but Lemes is trying to split. This Shockwave was not good. Lemes anticipated it. Lemes is a good mathematician. He can find the shapes of things. He saw this Shockwave. This Shockwave, like, with all due respect, wasn't good. And this Flame Strike is okay, I guess. And ladies and gentlemen, but still there is mana. There is 1 mana potion. There is still 1 mana potion, ladies and gentlemen. And expansion is up. Expansion is up. Is Professor Lemes is going to be forced back. We have a problem, Houston. And look at mana. All mana belongs to Orc. But supply lead for Lemes. We are back at 51 supply. And yes, we've... Okay. We need to lane a good size action. Professor Lemes is hexed. Professor Lemes is going back. I think Professor Lemes wants to rego. Man. Bolt. Oh, that's the grande combination. But look at this mana on this TC. Professor Lemes is powered up. Professor Lemes is bruised. Orc has an expansion. Man, this is still open. You can do Siphon Polymorph. What if you do Siphon Polymorph, the game breaks? Hello, Mr. Smurf. Nice to see you. I don't know who is winning this. Mr. Smurf, congratulations with your first tournament. I heard. Are you motivated by Mr. BBC? Do you want to be like a Chinese tournament organizer, Mr. BBC? Ladies and gentlemen, I digress. What is happening here? Hex. Okay, another Shockwave. He's laning the Shockwave. Nice Shockwave. Professor Lemes has more mana though. That's good, ladies and gentlemen. What is happening here? We are splitting. The grads are connecting. Mr. Carson was right about this. The speed scroll. Speed scroll is wearing off. We have Sword Ladies. The slow effect is here. And there is no more mana potions on the TC. Can we drain the mana? Can we surround the Blood Mage Orc things? And the TC goes out of the range. Mr. Lemes, he's so bruised. He's kiting to the hole. Don't kite to the hole. Orc is winning this. Orc won. Orc won this. Orc has an expansion. Professor Lemes is trying to kill expansion with peasants. I think Orc won this, man. Ay. Man, those shockwaves. Juicy shockwaves, man. Let me tell you that. Investment into mass mana potion. Maybe we should play breakers, but versus grants we can't play breakers. What if we just play mass Gryphon? What if we just played mass Gryphon? There was time. I mean, the competition between Toxi and Lemes for being the head of Polish Parifal University. Because Gryphons, they disable Tauren Chieftain is level 6, man. Look at this. Hey, Mr. Smurf, maybe let's not go into politics, please. Let's focus on this beautiful Warcraft. Pure grants. What a game, man. What a game. Ay. Yes, Gryphons, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Mr. Toxi, you need to be very, very patient. 2,000 gold. Yes, the gold is... bestiaries are coming. With raiders. I mean, by the way, Shockwave affects ensnared Gryphons, right? I think. I'm not sure. I know that Stomp affects ensnared. Professor Lemons wants to expand, but I don't know if he can protect this. Okay, we have 2-2. Man, start of the game was looking good for Lemons, but later, mass shockwave happened. Look at this! I think Gryphons are a good idea. Okay, Raider. No, the Gryphon is dead. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Poor Gryphon. He had a dream. He had a dream. Okay, Clap. Good. Flame Strike. Heal Scroll use immediately. There is no mana. Nice splits. Good, good, good. Okay, good and Snare. 70 supply for Orc. 70 supply for Orc. This is hard. Okay, Shock. Level 6 on the TC. Professor Lemons is still trying, but... Man, the mana potions. Gryphon is here. Ay, 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 ay. Professor Lemons with Mass Militia, but this Mass Militia will just feed the TC, man. I can't watch. It's painful. Poor Professor Lemons, man. He had this, he had this. But with the Shockwave, GG is called and the game is over now, ladies and gentlemen. Faster. Yeah, I'm going to rest, but I couldn't say no to this game. You know me, I'm a big fan of Professor Lemons. GG is called, ladies and gentlemen. So Professor Lemons is eliminated from Mr. Smurf tournament. Thank you for the huge raid. Back to Warcraft. Thank you for the follow, Mr. X Gum GG. So guys, if you don't know, tomorrow I'm going to make 18-hour long stream. And of course, we are full of Warcraft reaction on Twitch. There is Grabby Tournament, Dolphin Cup, and M Cup and stuff like that. Well, Mr. Maros, definitely he knows how to play versus Polar Rifle. Nice micro, GG's. And ladies and gentlemen, yes, so tomorrow, 18-hour long stream. I have everything planned, let's say. Thank you guys for all of the support. You can check my YouTube. Thank you, Mr. Maro. Nice to see you. You can check my YouTube channel because now I'm going to post something on YouTube. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm not saying that the 18-hour stream will be perfect. The 18-hour stream is going to happen. And then we will judge. Maybe, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be you know, boring, but at least I will try myself. And ladies and gentlemen, let's see, Mr. Dandy, he's watching replays, and of course the finals are on Mr. Krolu's stream, but he's streaming on Polish. So if you want to check Mr. Krolu, of course you can find him. He's like a Krolu, right? And yes, thank you, Mr. Badkrams, for the paid Tangia. So sending you to Mr. Dandy. He's practicing for Mr. Grabby tournament. And ladies and gentlemen, I hope that Professor Lemons will come back stronger from this. Thank you guys for watching and see you guys tomorrow at 18-hour long stream. Bye bye.